Hello everybody, and welcome to the first race of Formula Worldwide Leagues presents F5. Blimey, the Beef Kit Kat there getting very squirrely through that chicane. Anyway, I'm Donut Puncher 272 joining you live as always, late this time on a Monday night for the first round ever of F5. Now you might think F5 is just a button on your keyboard, but I can assure you it is much more. It is the new racing creation of racing visionary Jim Cab. And what we have here tonight is 5 lap races, 4 of them. And it's a reverse grid every time. Now, based on the knowledge I have of these drivers, oh, one more thing, of course, simulation damage. Now, the knowledge I have of these drivers tells me that Stormzy here in second place, UK rapper, should be the expected winner of every single race. But we will see if that comes to fruition. So far, it looks like it could. No penalties here in second place. Sorry I missed the first 3.5 laps, but 1.5 laps isn't bad. And we're going to get a grandstand finale. Stormzy versus the Gas Girl, who I am familiar with. Love her work. She does good stuff in the community. Always trying to get more women into racing, into motorsport, into F1. Both drivers' red lights of fear flashing on the back of their car, letting their rivals know they're afraid to be passed. And here we go. One final blast of the hot, steamy DRS all over Stormzy. They go down the final back straight for the final time. Stormzy down the inside, as you would expect with that DRS, although the Gas Girl fights valiantly. She is not able to fight back. And then Stormzy unfairly gets a second hot, steamy blast of DRS. Across the line, Stormzy with the inaugural win. In F5, Gas Girl in second, Poob in third, the Beef Kit Kat here in fourth, and Jim Cab, solid 5th place for Jim. Oh, no. Solid 5th place for Jim Cab in 5th. Beef Kit Kat all the way down to 6th. Here we go. So there we go. We have our first podium celebration of the season. It is Stormzy, as you would sort of expect. And in fact, I would expect him to win the remaining races. He's going to be starting in 11th place, probably the rest of every race. But he's very, very quick. As you can see there, the best lap by almost a second. I don't know why Jim Cab would even let him in this racing league to begin with. Kind of unfair. Oh, what? Oh, yes, it was. Indeed, it was. Five lights on. 5 lights off. Drive-through penalty for MC Escher right off the bat. So it's a reverse grid situation, obviously. So MC Escher obviously finished last in the last race, and now he's going to probably be finishing last in this race, unless we have a safety. There's not going to be any safety car. This is a 5-lap race, so Oxymom is out of the race. MC Escher is actually out of the race. So we've got the Beef Kit Kat up here in first place. We the North, probably a Toronto Raptors fan. Lame. Here in second. Stormzy all the way up into third already. That's going to be a problem for everybody else. King Hamilton in fourth, not anymore, because the Gas Girl is in your face. Jim Cab here in sixth, doing really well. Of course, it's only a 9-car field, and Jim Cab is dead. Jim Cab is dead. Never mind. He was doing well, but now he's not doing well. Joban is in 8th place, but figures to move up a little bit if we have 3 drivers retire per sector. So he could be leading this race after the next lap. But let's get back up here to the front with the Beef Kit Kat, followed by the North and Stormzy. So Stormzy is going to win every race. He's definitely going to win this one as the Beef Kit Kat succeeds second place. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my God! Well, never mind. Stormzy is not going to win this race. Stormzy and the Beef Kit Kat come together. The two Alfa Romeos just explode each other down the Vegas Strip. They are dead as shit. We only have 6 drivers left in this race. We the North now 2-second advantage at the beginning of lap 2 here. The gas girl. What is happening? Jim Cab, what is going on here? Oh, simulation damage is one thing. Obviously, I'm talking about people talking in my ear here. I got like an engineer talking in my ear here. Are you just inviting random people into this party chat? Blimey. All right. All right, so we have some people talking there in the background. I'll mute them in the next race. That's distracting. So we have 6 drivers left, which is hilarious. 5 DNFs on the first lap, and 2, including assumed race winner Stormzy, who will now not be finishing at all. He'll be looking to win the next 2 races. Right now we have We the North and Zagas Girl and Joban in the top 3. King Hamilton, Plube, and Legacy Games making out the rest of our field. And no one's really very close to each other except for Legacy Games and the Pooh Bear. I need to join a party here. All right, and we are back in the race. So you just saw the Pooh Bear go really deep. So now he is, instead of having a good fight with Legacy Games, is now 8 seconds behind. So that's pretty sweet. So the smallest gap we have is 3 seconds. The largest gap being 22 seconds. Keep in mind, we are on lap 3. Well, they are indeed carnage. You are correct, Ted, or Jim Cab in this case. It will happen. Unfortunately, Jim Cab, I have the stream on my computer, and your voice is not coming through. I assure you that all of my boxes are checked. My T's are crossed and my lowercase j's are dotted, so...
Audio here. There we go. There's always one spot that it's missing.
All right, and now we can hear you. We can indeed. So, get back to the racing here. Lap 4 of 5. We the North going to take an easy victory here, although he is missing some front-end bits. The Gas Girl doesn't have a front-end bit at all. Neither does Joban. If we can get an off-board shot of Joban here, we'll see that he is, I believe, also missing his front wing.
Yes, full front wing is gone.
Yep, entire front wing is gone. King Hamilton, let's take a look at him. Let's see what kind of body parts he has left on his automobile here.
Missing the left front winglet.
He is indeed. So we take a look at Legacy Games. No Wang. And the Pooh Bear looks somewhat intact, although he is bleeding lap time now, 30 seconds behind everybody else. Again, I'd like to point out it's lap 4.
I did have floor damage and side pod damage before I crashed. And in the first round, in the first race in Montreal there, I had a damaged diffuser. Somebody stuck their nose up my butt and
Oh
damaged
my
my
God,
diffuser. But I managed to pull off a P5 in that last race, so and that was exciting.
Well, after insemination, Ted, getting a
Mhm.
fifth place finish is very, very good. If you could have stayed alive in this race, you would have been guaranteed at least the 7th, which would have been a strong finish in the championship.
Yeah,
Interesting
yeah.
to see where everybody's going to be after this round, of course. Again, everybody, this is a reverse grid. So is this a nightly championship, or are you keeping track of these points over a period of time?
So we're gonna. I'm keeping track of all the points as if it were a regular 20 race season because it's 4 rounds. So 5 races per round, 4 rounds total, 20 races total, and then each race will be in reverse championship order.
I love the idea of every race being reverse championship order. That's a series I've wanted to see happen for a long time. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, and the other idea is to have full attendance for every race so that you can actually get like a real good sense of who can actually pull things off in the long run, you know.
Yeah.
Of course,
Well, good luck with that attendance bit.
Yeah, I know. We already were off to a poor start. We were supposed to be 14, but the Williams team has now been disqualified from competition, and the missing Alpine driver will, if he can come back next round, then I may allow it, just to round it up for the Alpine team. But there's your winner, We the North. Ooh, and a caution, Plube. He still has his full front wing.
Very impressive.
If there's damage to it, it's very, very minor.
So let's give the Pooh Bear here the recognition he deserves for making us all sit here and wait an extra minute after our first driver has crossed the line. So we'll watch him to the end of the line.
He was almost
to the end of the
lapped.
He was indeed almost lapped. He's lucky. Oh, no, and he's out of the race. All of that hard work.
For nothing.
All that hard work for nothing. I don't know if the F1 game will award him points if he's not classified.
We will. No, if that's the other rule is a DNF is a 0. Doesn't matter if you were like inches from the finish line. If you cannot classify, you get no points.
That is a goddamn shame. Well, Ted, are you going to... you need to edit this video to cut out all the dead time. There's a lot of dead time in this video.
Yeah, I could probably do that. We'll hopefully move a bit quicker, but...
Yes, indeed. Well, it was nice having you for this race. Hopefully we don't talk to you during the next race because you will be busy winning.
Yes, I hope so.
And there's We the North on the podium. Give it up for your winner of the Las Vegas Grand Prix, We the North. Of course, from Canada. Fine country. Importer of many goods, such as... Yeah, Canada. What a country. So, Canada... top step at the podium here tonight. Of course, they don't get their anthem played. That's some racist bullshit. But we will be taking a break here, and we will join you for the next race that will hopefully begin very, very shortly. Five lights on, 5 lights off. Here we go. It's MC Escher again at the front of the field with the Oxymom right behind. Cool camera angle. Legacy Games 2282. Cool name. In third place, the Beef Kit Kat all the way up into fourth. Uh-oh. There's a lot of movement in this field. We got a lot of cars going down into turn 1. Who is going to make it alive? I don't see any deaths yet. This is incredible. No deaths! Of course, we have simulation damage on, so everybody tiptoeing around each other. They don't want to be out of this race again and have to sit there forever and do absolutely nothing for a long period of time. The Pooh Bear down here in 11th place, I think he's taking it easy. He's just waiting to see everybody else crash in front of him. Smart move. Beef Kit Kat up into third in front of Legacy Games. So he's on the podium. As Legacy Games goes down the inside, it hits the Beef Kit Kat! I think we're going to have some wing damage from that. Oh, we do indeed. Looks like the Beef Kit Kat has definitely got some wang damage. Legacy Games, look like he should have some wang damage as well. Joban, he's up in this bitch. Gas Girl, she's in 6th. Uh-oh, Beef Kit Kat, 2-second penalty. Cutting the track already. The Oxy Mom is out of the race. She's spun. She's out. Boy, this is an action-packed opening lap here. Jim Cab still in 9th place. Stormzy in 8th place, just trying to avoid everyone because he obviously has the pace to win this race. We the North, the previous race winner down here in 7th. Uh-oh, we have another person spun out. That is Legacy Games now, so not going well for Legacy Games. No front wing for him. Oxymom down here in 10th. Legacy in 10th, excuse me, Oxymom in 11th. Beef Kit Kat into the pit. CSR Gas Girl into the pit. King Hamilton moves up. The Pooh Bear moves up. His strategy has worked perfectly. Hang back at the back of the field. Let everybody kill each other and then do stuff. Jim Cab up into 5th. He's still alive. Stormzy up into 4th. Exactly what you would expect. We the North up here in 3rd. And they're going to have to go chase down Joban and MC Escher. We the North and Stormzy fighting it out going into Sector 2. And We the North wisely backs out of that. And, of course, he is also missing a very big-ass chunk of his front wang. So Stormzy now 8 seconds behind our leader. I'm going to bet you that number is going to come down very quickly as the Beef Kit Kat gets another 2-second penalty. Man, so much action here. Everybody's still pretty close to each other. We need DRS to come on early, like on the second lap, so everybody can stay together. Although I wouldn't say everybody, but we do have quite a few drivers who are going to be in DRS range, which means we're going to be served up some hot racing action here very shortly. Of course, we won't be having it down this DRS straight right now. MC Escher with the fastest lap of the race. That's about to be beaten immediately here by Stormzy. And there it is. So he has gained 2 seconds in the last in the last sector, basically. So this is going to work out perfectly. He's got 3 laps to make up the 6-second gap. Jim Cab moves up into 4th place as he passes We the North. We the North not willing to give it up. Yes, he is. He's going to have to give it up. He does indeed give it up as the Pooh Bear looks around the outside. Simulation damage. Not sure I'd be doing that, but the Pooh Bear gets the switchback on We the North. Does get a decent run going down here into whatever you want to call this section of this BS track. Oh, no. They almost touch, but they don't. They know they can't. Every touch is so dangerous. Stormzy stuck behind Joban. This is going to be not good for his race. Ultimately, he needs to pass Joban as quickly as possible, and I am sure he's about to after we get through these S's. As he pulls off to the outside, he's going to have to make the long way around here on Joban. Again, he does not want to risk it. He does risk it. Keeps it in track limits. This guy's good. A Friday Night Lights competitor. I have no idea what in the world Jim Cab was thinking letting Stormzy in this league, but he has done so, and he is about to wreak havoc. So 5.3 the gap, 2 laps left for Stormzy. That's what we're looking at. But we can watch these guys down the front straight here. We the North chasing down the Pooh Bear, who has dropped like a stone from Jim Cab. Looks set to pick up a nice 4th place finish. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Joban now trying to hang with Stormzy, but even with a hot, steamy blast of DRS, he really has no chance. 5 seconds now for Stormy the gap. He's got 5 sectors left to go. He needs a second per sector here to win this race from MC Escher. I don't think he's going to be able to do that, but we'll see if MC Escher can hold his nerve up here. Old Internet Explorer leading the way in first. Down to 4.4. It's a good start. That's a good start. Down to 4 seconds. All right, well, we'll keep an eye on that. Let's move down a little bit further through the grid here. We got the Pooh Bear coming up on Senior North. We could call him Peter North. Acclaimed film star, Peter North. I like it. I like it. So Peter North here in 5th with the Pooh Bear right behind him in 6th. I think we're going to get some hot, steamy action down the front straight right now between these two. Stormzy 3 seconds behind going into the final lap, so he has made up a little bit of time, but it might not be enough. The Pooh Bear has already made the move on Peter North. Well, never mind, he has not made the move, but he does have DRS. Doesn't have any ERS left. He is very short on ERS. So he looks to go around the outside. Probably not. Wow, I was going to say probably not going to make it happen, but he is, of course, because Peter North is suffering from what looks like almost terminal wing damage. And a double hot steamy blast in the DRS for the Pooh Bear. So he is going to be just fine. You know who else is going to be just fine? MC Escher. He is going to win this race. Stormzy did everything he could coming from, I don't remember what position it was, and I can't be arsed to change the spectator menu now, but it was further back than second. 2 seconds is going to be the gap as we go into the stadium section here. Hold your nerve, MC. Hold your nerve. Oh no! A 2-second penalty for MC Escher in the final stadium sector. Oh, that's a disaster. Stormzy only 1.7 seconds behind, 1.8, 1.7, 1.4, 1.3. And that will be that. Stormzy takes the lead. Internet Explorer in second place. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. That is a heartbreaker. Joban finishes in fourth place. Jim Cab, solid. Excuse me, Joban third place. Jim Cab with a solid fourth place. The Pooh Bear in fifth. Peter North in sixth. King Hamilton in seventh. Now eighth as the Oxymom moves up to seventh place. The Legacy Games is going to finish ninth. The CSR Gas Girl is going to be 10th. And the Beef Kit Kat is going to come home in 11th place. That is heartbreaking stuff there for the Internet Explorer, MC Escher. So, so tough. Had the race lead the entire race, start to finish, but going into that stadium sector for the final time, lost his nerve. Up was down, left was right. Staircases were going to nowhere, basically, coming from nowhere. Shit was crazy.
Did he spin out or did he get a time penalty?
He got a 2-second time penalty for cutting the final chicane.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, so poor MC Escher finishes second place. Good points though, good points. Everybody finished that race, so I think everybody is starting to learn the lesson here of simulation damage. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back with you for race number 4. Five lights on, 5 lights off. Here we go. One final time tonight here at the Miami racetrack. One of the worst racetracks ever made in the whole entire world. The Oxymom is fighting the Beef Kit Kat at the front of the field. So let's keep an eye on these two because that's not going to last long. And it is already over. The Beef Kit Kat is at the back of the field. The MC Escher is already retired. So that's 2 drivers who are out of the race in the first sector. Okay, well, easy math would tell you that we're going to have 4 more retirements between now and the end of the race. Jim Cab is retired. That's one of them. So Jim Cab is out of the race. 3 more drivers to go here that should be exiting this race. Jim Cab said it's terrible. We got all kinds of hot racing action here. The Oxymom is pulled away. She's in the lead. Pooh Bear here in second. Joban in third. So Legacy Games, We the North, Peter North, and Stormzy down here in fourth, fifth, and sixth, all right next to each other. Let's see, Legacy Games now going into this
that was
terrible
awful
little piece of track. Holds on to it. Joban is still fighting hard with his teammate Peter North. Looks like he's going to have the advantage there. Oh, except that Stormzy comes through and nips ahead of Peter North. So Peter North just cuts the track, gets a 2-second penalty. Well deserved. Probably should be more than that. And Peter North has got some wang damage. Gas Girl, she sees an opportunity, moves herself up into 6th place, even though she's already got a penalty. We're not even a full lap into the race. Whatever.
Gas Girl's going to drive
goes up into 5th. Oh, drive-through penalty for the Gas Girl. So that was probably a start line infraction. So Peter North in 5th place, but missing a big chunk of his wang. Gas Girl goes in the pits to serve her penalty. So we have lost 2 drivers. The Beef Kit Kat was spun round on that first corner there. And his race is pretty much over. Legacy Games, not really sure what the hell he was doing, but he was missing his entire front wing. So his race is pretty much over, as confirmed, as he is now retired. So the Gas Girl comes out of the pits in 8th place. All she's got to do is turn the AI on, and she'll get a couple of points here in this race. My goodness me. So the Oxymom still in first place. DRS does not turn on until the next lap. Stormzy only 2 seconds behind, so barring a miracle, Stormzy will be winning this race and the little mini championship of tonight. Pooh Bear going around the outside of the Oxymom and pulls off the move rather adroitly there by the Pooh Bear. Very impressive. The Oxymom slots back into second place. Could be a long road ahead here for the Oxymom. She's got Stormzy behind her, and he will not take any mercy on her. So now this is all about Pooh Bear. Can he create the gap necessary to keep Stormzy off of his ass? MC Escher has left the session. He's done with it. The Oxymom is already going to be giving up second place. Nope, not yet. Stormzy going to think about it. Does not want to get any damage here, just passing the Oxymom. So he's going to take a lot of caution with this move, but I would anticipate it's going to be happening here very shortly. If not now, then certainly when they get into DRS range. But you can see right here, Stormzy taking his time, taking her easy. He knows he does not need to make this move. He has got plenty of pace to make this move down the first DRS straight, and then he can finish it off. Or he can finish off the Pooh Bear, I should say, on the back DRS straight. I don't know if we call that the freeway DRS straight, but whatever it is.
I like the
it's
freeway.
a DRS straight of some distinction. As the Oxymom goes wide there. Coming on to the DRS straight. Who is actually going to get DRS here? It is the Oxymom. So she went wide, but it proved to be fortuitous because right at that moment she passed the DRS detection point and moves back ahead of Stormzy. This was not on his bingo card. So he's going to go around the outside in this, I guess, sort of aborted stadium section as the Oxymom comes back and fights. Oh no, Stormzy's just got himself a 2-second penalty for corner cutting. So not only is he going to have to pass the Oxymom here, he's going to have to pass the Ploob and put a gap on him. And he's fallen 2.5 seconds behind with all this fighting with the Oxymom. So we have some drama on our hands here. We're about to have a fight here between Peter North and Joban teammates. That'll come up here soon enough as the Oxymom slots in again behind Stormzy. Stormzy really needs to get his shit together here. So he's got a 1.7 gap and a 2-second penalty. So he needs to make up 3.7 seconds in the next 2 racing laps. The Oxymom does not give a shit about any of this, ruining all of Stormzy's plans, or trying to. She fails this time as Stormzy fights off the advances of the Oxymom. Now 1.6 behind Ploob. The Oxymom is not helping Stormzy's plan here at all. She has not read the script. And that was not an oxy pun. But now that I think about it, it turns out that it was. So now 1.2 seconds here for Stormzy behind the Pooh Bear. If he can get on his horses here, he might be able to get some hot, steamy DRS down that freeway straight. And that would go some distance into helping him win this race. But the Oxymom again ruining everything Stormzy is working so hard for. Passes him one more time, holds him up here through the stadium section. He himself, or excuse me, she herself is not going to get DRS as she slides through there. Yep, ruins the chance to get DRS for the both of them. Stormzy's race is now ruined. He will finish probably second at best, third at worst, because Peter North is in 4th place and also has a penalty. Joban fighting his teammate. Now, let's take a look at those two. They go down the freeway straight side by side, but Joban is going to be able to make that move. At least he should be able to make the move. He's on the inside. Shouldn't be a problem. The Oxymom loses it as she comes out of the final corner. Didn't lose it all the way, but lost it enough to give Stormzy the advantage he needs to fight off her advances here for a second. And he is now 8/10 behind. Oh my God. The Oxymom with a ridiculous move. And you know that Stormzy, the only reason he let that happen is because he didn't want to get the damage. He wants to try to win this race, even though the jig is up at this point. But the Oxymom is taking no prisoners here in the final race of the night. My God.
That's some fantastic battling.
It really is. Unless the Oxymom is way faster than I think she is, this is really impressive. So Stormzy is not going to wait for the final DRS straight. He's going to go ahead and do it now. He's got the DRS, pulls out ahead of the Oxymom, and is defensive the whole time. He does not trust the Oxymom. That is for sure. He is not sure where she is going to be going next, but here we go now through the stupid little stadium section. Oxymom needs to be careful. She does not want to get a penalty. Does not actually need to pass Stormzy on track. Just needs to stay close enough to make sure the penalty is enforced. Loses a little bit of time there, so about 7/10 behind going onto the main, or to the freeway straight here for the final time. I wonder if she'll be smart enough to not make a move, but she has been feisty as hell for almost no reason this entire time. Yes! She pulls down to the inside. Ah, damn it! Thinks better of it on that final corner.
Oh!
Almost loses it. Wriggles that rear end one final time. Crosses the line in third place on track, second place in the standings, and first place in my heart with a performance for the ages there. That was tremendous racing from the Oxymom. Peter North and Joban, 4th and 5th for a Haas 4th and 5th place finish there. King Hamilton in 6th, the Gas Girl in 7th, and the Beef Kit Kat in 8th. DNFs from Legacy Games, Jim Cab and MC Escher. MC Escher with a tough night. Tough night. And that'll do it for the first round of F5.
No, we have one more.
We will... What? Wasn't that 4 races?
It's 5 races per night, per round.
Oh, 5 races for
Yes.
4 nights. Okay.
Yes.
Never mind.
So
I'll
Brazil,
be back with you here.
we're headed to Brazil,
Very
and then we're done.
tremendous. All right, well, I'll see you here in a few seconds, everyone. Brazil coming up next. Five lights on, 5 lights off. Here we go. Beef Kit Kat and Legacy Games at the front again with the Oxymom. And Jim Cab's up here in 3rd place. 2nd place. Oh, yes. So Beef Kit Kat has gone way off the track. Somehow does not get a penalty. That seems impossible. Jim Cab into 2nd with a great chance to win this race. Oxymom in 3rd. Pooh Bear in 4th. King Hamilton, CSR Gas Girl fighting it out down the backstretch. Joban and Peter North also fighting it out. Stormzy all the way back here in 9th place. Uh-oh, people, you guys are all over the place. Gas Girl's already lost her front wing, so she is going to be a big old plug here for Joban as he gets past. And Stormzy trying to make his way past. God, he's just tiptoeing around these people right now. Doesn't want to get damaged. Oh, God. And Jim Cab has blown it. He's got wing damage. Turned his car into a lawnmower right now. He's in 9th place as Legacy Games in 10th. Peter North down here in 8th place, so something bad's happened to Peter North. Stormzy's made his way through. He's into 7th. Gas Girl is still blocking him, though. She's in 6th place without a wang, somehow holding a bunch of people up here. Rather hilariously, actually, I might add. Peter North now fighting Stormzy, going onto the main DRS straight. Of course, we are without DRS so far. Let's take a look up here at the front. Pooh Bear fighting with the Oxymom. Beef Kit Kat has pulled away 2 seconds. So Beef Kit Kat looking like he could win this race. King Hamilton fighting with Oxymom. Oxymom doesn't have a front wing, though. So she will not be doing very much fighting here for the rest of this race. Without a front wing, you just cannot win a race. Apparently, the Pooh Bear does not worried about that as he slots in behind and waits for the Oxymom to go wide, which she does. So now Pooh Bear into 2nd place. The Oxymom fighting like hell to hold that position. Probably should have been slightly less aggressive. So now she moves down into 7th place. Lost all kinds of positions there. She's going to have to pit for a new front wing. Peter North in 6th. Oxymom all the way down in 7th, as I said. Stormzy moves up into 4th ahead of King Hamilton. So Stormzy on the charge now, only about 4 seconds behind the leader. Right now, he's 1.6 behind Joban as DRS, excuse me, he's 2.2 behind Joban. About to pass Joban as DRS is now activated on the upcoming lap. Stormzy making hay while the sun is shining. 2 seconds behind the leader. Stormzy's going to win this race. I'm calling it now. So the Beef Kit Kat had the fastest lap of the race there as Stormzy destroyed it a couple of seconds later. So Pooh Bear is now in DRS range and has his rear wing opened up, following the Beef Kit Kat down the back DRS straight. Pulls up a little bit closer. Stormzy, finally a race without the Oxymom dive bombing him into every corner. This will be much more serene and calm for Stormzy. Oh, the Beef Kit Kat has already been passed by the Pooh Bear. Oh no, Jim Cab has got a penalty. Beef Kit Kat has just ran into the back of Ploob. If we get an off-board shot, I think we'll probably see some wing damage for the Beef Kit Kat as Stormzy, yep, big damage, big damage to the Beef Kit Kat. So his chance of winning this race is over. Stormzy, his teammate, trying to pass him on the outside. The Beef Kit Kat doesn't give a shit about that. Doesn't care that their teammates, oh my God, and he's done it. The Beef Kit Kat went a little bit too deep into that corner. I think he was fighting a little bit harder than he really should have been. There was no reason to be doing that, and he's taken his teammate out of the race. Now, I know people haven't really had time to form team bonds here yet, but Christ alive, you really shouldn't be doing that anyway, let alone to your teammate. Peter North has retired from this race. He is now out, and we should be seeing him as we drive by here on the main straight, as Jim Cab has also gone deep. Stormzy here in 6th place. God damn, Stormzy, you are getting hosed by these people tonight. King Hamilton chasing down the Oxymom. Remember, she doesn't have a front wing, so she should be easy pickings for King Lewis. Gas Girl with the fastest lap of the race after a wing change and some fresh new tires. So it looks like Pooh Bear is going to win this race, 3 seconds ahead of Joban, and 1.3 is Joban ahead of the Beef Kit Kat. So the Oxymom is the only close battle we have on track here, and that's only because she's just been passed. Remember, she does not have a front wing. Stormzy is coming up to pass her now for the 2nd time. And he makes easy work of that, but he's... oh my goodness gracious. So the Oxymom... Again, the Oxymom, the thorn in the side of Stormzy. Hits Stormzy coming into Junsao for really no reason at all. Cost each of them a couple of seconds. I don't know if it has any lasting effects for Stormzy. The Oxymom doesn't have to worry about it because she is already missing a front wing, so it makes no difference to her as Stormzy passes her again. So let's see if the Oxymom is going to make a dive bomb on Stormzy one more time. Throw it down, throw it down. Too bad. I guess she has finally learned a lesson that what she was doing all those other times was probably not Q. Not Q. And now we are on lap 5 of 5. Final lap of the race, final lap of the night. There's a lot of front wings missing around here. Joban is missing a big old chunk of his front wing. The Beef Kit Kat does not have a front wing. Has anybody ever finished on the podium without a front wing before? I don't know if they have or not, but we're going to have one tonight. So Plube rounds Junsao for the final time. He's going to cross the line as the winner of the race. Joban does the same. He's going to be crossing the line in 2nd. And the Beef Kit Kat, if he can hold it on here for the final couple of corners, he is going to finish in 3rd place. He is indeed. Stormzy comes out of nowhere and finishes in 4th and decides to let King Hamilton pass him at the final, at the line there. That was interesting. Good sportsmanship there from Stormzy. I don't know why they were doing that, but I'm sure there was a good reason. So King Hamilton, your final podium finisher of the night. Stormzy. Man. Oxymom just would not leave him alone tonight. Jim Cab somehow finishes the race behind Oxymom when the Oxymom did not have a front wing almost the entire race.
Yes, my teammate kind of fucked me there, so to put it...
Well, the Oxymom will get everybody, Jim Cab, teammate or not. She ain't care who you are.
Well, that was entertaining, no?
That was entertaining. I did like that. I hope there are more drivers in the future. But yeah, that was a fun little night of racing. I can't promise I'll be here every Monday night, but whoever is in this seat is going to enjoy it because this is a fun little idea, a fun little league, and good luck going forward there, Jim Cab.
Well, thank you very much. As always, appreciate your wise words and excellent commentary. So,
absolutely, my pleasure, Jim Cab. My pleasure.
And we look ahead to the what do they call it? The penultimate, the second to last. Is that what they call the penultimate? Yeah. So this is the second to last week of racing in this season for Formula West League. So, and Friday Night Lights. Tune in on Friday. We got a 3-way championship battle with 2 races left to go.
Oh God, I can't wait. I love Friday nights. Lights. So that'll do it from us, from Jim Cab, as you've heard throughout the race here, and of course myself, Donut Puncher 272. Thank you everybody out there for joining us for Formula Worldwide Leagues presents F5. Good night, everyone.